Hello. Hey, Stacy. Hello, everybody. More roaches. Well, you know, wherever there's a campus, there's got to be roaches. Hello, my mango, bango, morning mate. Look at all these fine folks doing things that are actually worthwhile. But not those people over there. Oh, great. Are they leaving? Oh, they're just moving their table because of the sun. Let me hang out back here and see what's going on. Hello, Eddie. Hello, Dr. Order. Get roaches. So this campus is in Glendale. It's a community college, which is about northeast of downtown LA. And I'm actually heading back from doing business, so I figure I would swing by to see if I would find any JWs here. But of course, they're always around, aren't they? Ask them if they feel that child abuse is a sin or a crime. Okay, so that will be my first question. Here we go. Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yes.
I have a question. I would like to know if you guys view child abuse as a sin or a crime.
Both.
It's both. So it's a sin and a crime. So how do you guys handle child abuse issues within your church?
Call the police.
Yeah?
Immediately.
That's what you guys do immediately?
As far as I know, I'm not an elder. I have not been privy to any of that. But if you're recording us, I would ask you to please stop. So if you want a conversation, we're happy to do that. Direct you to anything. Us right now?
Yeah, why not? So I can.
No, you're not allowed to. That's against the law.
It's against the law.
It is.
What
Permission to do so.
what law is that?
We're not giving you permission to do so.
Okay, so like these cameras that you see out here in the buildings, Did you give them permission to record you?
I'm gonna have to ask if you sincerely like to know something about
I
Bible.
sincerely would, because I've been affected by child abuse. You know, I was abused as a child.
It's a horrible
Yeah.
sin that I would not want to be in someone's place when the day of reckoning comes. And it's a crime that someone should pay the legal penalty for, whether that's jail or whatever. But it's not, we are not the officials that would be handling that. So you probably need to contact headquarters.
Okay.
I can give you that.
Headquarters of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Or you can contact any elder body. But
Okay.
we don't deal with that. We just know that it is horrific and should not be tolerated under any circumstances.
Yeah. So I do know a little bit more about it than I'm leading you on to, as far as child abuse within your organization.
Okay? Please
Are
turn
are
that
you
off,
are you
or I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
is this a free speech zone?
Can I ask you to please leave? We have the right to say that too. I'm
Yes.
happy to have you speak with someone in an official capacity, but we
It has to
have
be an
a-
official capacity.
an
I'm just asking a
official
question.
capacity.
Right.
I am not speaking from an official point of view, so I'm going to ask you to please turn that off or leave.
I believe you're representing JW.org,
You may certainly call them.
but I
Please-
cannot
please
ask
feel
you.
free to do that.
Well, I mean, honestly, I've called them.
Okay, then why would you want something from
Because
someone
what,
that
what I'm
doesn't-
doing is I would like to educate you guys on this issue that is actually a much bigger problem than you would ever dream of. This case happened in Australia just recently. A lot of,
Please leave.
right.
Please leave. I mean, I'm going to tell you that I'm very sympathetic for whatever that you've been through.
But how can I believe you when you're saying please leave?
Because you're trying to trap, obviously.
I'm
You're
not trying to
using
trap you.
No,
You-
you're trying to use that camera to trap us somehow, or to, you could, for all we know, use it for some other purposes that are not really.
Well,
Turn it
these
off.
are your words. I'm
Turn
not
it off or leave.
telling you what
I'm
to
gonna
say.
get security.
I'm not telling you what to say. So this flyer that I was sharing with her, it talks about the Australian Royal Commission. You know, the government there investigated many institutions, and the Jehovah's Witnesses were one of them. So, long story short, they found over 1,006 child molesters within the organization in Australia. Of those, not one was ever reported to the authorities. So while you guys publicly say, yes, we call the police, we have the authorities deal with it, the fact of the matter is that that's not so at all. And of course, as you know, that policies that you would have here in the US are the same policy that you would have all over the world, including Australia. So it's a problem. I'm a third generational ex-Jehovah's Witness, born and raised into it. I left after 35 years. I've served at Brooklyn Bethel, ministerial servant, and everything in between. So I'm not here to spread lies. I'm here to educate you guys because you guys are oblivious to what's happening. You're not? You're fully aware. Were you aware of what happened in Australia?
I don't know anything about that, but we know it's a worldwide.
It definitely is. So the reason why
And I weren't part of any of those cases, so I can't speak for anyone,
right?
anybody. And I mean, were you part of any of those cases? Do you know for sure what happened? They weren't reported.
Yes. So this is
Well,
documented.
I can't be part of something. I can't say anything about anything that I don't know about.
Right. So if your child was to come to you and say something that is new to you,
Bitter,
no, I'm not. Why would you say I'm bitter?
like, and I understand.
you,
I have a family member that was abused too.
you have a
Probably
within
not acting the way you're acting.
within the organization.
No, it wasn't done by someone in the organization, but it was done. And they're not reacting.
So that's the difference, because I know that you guys have what is called a two-witness rule that you're not familiar with because it's within the elders book.
This doesn't say anything.
I'm not gonna say
Okay, she doesn't have to say anything, but I'll educate you. So the elders have a book called the Shepherd, the Flock of God book, right? You're not allowed to look into that book. It's only for the elders. So that book is basically a policy book. That book is a policy book, and it talks about a two-witness rule that really prevents, anyone who was abused to actually get help from the authorities, because they demand to have two witnesses to an abuse
Do
case.
you attend this school?
Does that matter?
Do you attend this school?
Does it matter?
Do you attend this school?
Does it matter?
Do you attend
It
this
does. Why are you here?
Yeah.
I'm here to educate you
Where do you-
on the pedophilia problem within the Watchtower. So this flyer here, it's a very important flyer. This news was on
You
CNN.
have a wedding ring. Are you married?
Yeah, that's what it would be. Just like you have a wedding ring, which is pagan origin, but you guys choose to select what, holidays you'll celebrate and all that good stuff. But anyway, I'm a little off topic. My concern is child abuse issue within Watchtower. It's a lot bigger than you guys think it is, I mean, there are 4 cases happening right now in San Diego. But see, this is how sinister, and this is the reason why I speak out against Watchtower. They're being fined $4,000 every day. You know why? Because they have a database of child abusers who have been accused, and they do not want to release it.
What do they say?
They do not want to release it.
A security officer is on his way.
All right, so they've sent for security again. So that's great, because I do this a lot. So I get to talk to police officers, security people all the time. And it's great because I get to educate them on these innocent looking people like yourselves, on your own policy that you're not aware of. So that's kind of like shameful, right? You don't know anything about your own policies, a two-witness rule or anything. I mean, I'm aware that you guys had a broadcast, a couple of weeks ago now on the two-witness rule. And you guys had that because there was a protest up at headquarters, right? Exposing you guys for this. But instead of the Watchtower, the governing body, saying, hey, you know what? We should actually reform this.
Record that, and I'm going to go check on that.
This is fun. You recording me, I recording you. I mean, my face is plastered all over Watchtower. They know who I am. And if you're ever interested, my YouTube site is down with the tower. So this two-witness rule is really, really sinister.
Putting all this effort into this.
Well, it's sad that the Watchtower has this two-witness rule that is harmful to kids. I mean,
Why aren't you going after other organizations? Many other
well, because I was born into this one.
Oh,
And my parents are shunning me because they're good Jehovah's Witnesses.
maybe
right.
talk to your parents if I have a different story.
Perhaps they would, right? In fact, when I volunteer this information to them, as far as me being abused, they're like, oh, what took you so long? Have you sought professional help, right? And that was it. No sympathy or anything. And this is like really family members too that did this to me. The elders were made aware of it back many, many years ago. But I didn't have a clue that your policy has to do with this two-witness rule. They asked me, is there somebody else that witnessed it? No. Leave it in Jehovah's hands. And that's the essence of your two-witness rule. Okay? But if you don't believe me, hey, talk to an elder. You don't talk to anybody?
I don't need to talk to anybody about it. I'm not talking to anybody.
I can even tell you the page number in the book, page 72 of the Shepherd, the Flock of God book.
I'm aware of the two witnesses.
Okay, good. Because you're looking at me like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
I think that's like in anything, right?
Yeah. What do you mean it's like anything?
Well, anything in life, you can't accuse somebody of something and then, there's no other, you have to have proof, correct?
Right. So you don't believe that this is proof? It's been through the courts?
I'm not saying that, I'm talking about anything in life.
Well, yeah, but I'm not talking about anything. I don't have the answers to anything in life, to everything in life.
Neither do I have the answers for you right now.
Well, what I'm doing is letting you be aware of what's happening, okay?
No.
I think it's a loving thing to do. I'm sorry if you think I'm coming across as bitter, but obviously I've been touched by this. It affects me, right? Yeah. So if anything, it's really my passion to let a person like you know about what's going on. You do, and that's because you know what's going on?
No, I just don't need you to tell me. I don't need to be aware of any of this stuff.
You don't need to be
Because
aware.
I can do for you.
Really?
Right? What can
Well,
I
you don't have to do anything for me. What you could do is for yourself.
Correct.
Because if you're
I took
aware,
my own children. I would make sure my own children were taken care of. I didn't allow just anybody to be with my children.
well, and that's great. That's great. But you know what? Because
And if I saw anything like that, I don't know what I would have done to the person.
exactly, I'm a parent too, and I feel exactly how you
I don't
feel.
know what I would have done to the person.
Exactly. So doesn't it infuriate?
I hate it. Everybody who has good heart would absolutely hate it. But if it's been affected, if it happened, what can anybody do to fix it?
So you don't think the governing body can change their policy?
Why do you want to keep going on about the problem?
They set policy.
I'm done.
You're done? I mean, you don't.
Please go
Who?
You stop. You really don't. You're talking to us two women. You want us to change the world for you?
No,
Yes,
I am
you
led.
do.
I'm bringing awareness
I don't
to
need
you.
awareness to-
You
I know I
don't,
serve Jehovah.
right?
I know that he is number one.
Jehovah's number
Yes,
one.
that's right. And you know what? And I have to leave things in his hands, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to talk ever against the organization. It's the best organization I know.
Okay. You know, that's what I thought for 35 years.
I'm sorry you don't feel that way no more. I'm sorry.
I mean, there are many, many reasons, but I don't want to overwhelm you. I'm just simply pointing out the child abuse issue.
You've left it, right? So you just go on with your life. You don't need to worry about it anymore.
But why? I'm being shunned by my Jehovah's Witness
But
parents.
that's between you and your parents.
Oh, really? So you mean it's not something that comes down from
No, that's
headquarters?
that's between you and your parents.
Oh,
If they feel like,
you
I
know,
don't know, I haven't
in case you don't know this, I watch all of the videos that you have on jw.org,
Oh, God.
and I'm aware of all of the videos at your conventions. And just this past summer, you guys were trained or shown, right, how to shun a child. The world knows of this. We are all aware of it. I was born into this, so don't lie. I mean, don't pretend that this is theocratic warfare. You know, theocratic warfare, meaning that you can. Oh, we have two cops over here. Just expressing my freedom of speech.
Hi there, how are you?
Is it okay for me to show you what I'm offering them or what I left with them? Okay. So they have no problem calling the police when we're in a social setting like this.
Okay.
But I was born and raised into that organization, a Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
So I know firsthand that they do not trust secular authorities like yourself. In other words, there is a pedophilia problem within the organization,
Okay.
but you'll never get a call from a Kingdom Hall
Okay.
because they do not trust you guys. You guys are what they call of the world. Okay? So I'm exposing this. And there's a secret book that they're not aware of because they're females within this organization that I'm aware of, and I try to educate them. And so I do this all over the city. And so okay, so I'll continue with you. So whenever I come across Jehovah's Witnesses, I'm compelled because I'm personally affected by abuse.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. But as you can see, they readily call you guys for somebody who they consider to be an apostate, somebody who speak out against their organization, but they will never call you for any issue that happens within their church because they're trying to maintain a squeaky clean image to the world. And they've been doing an awesome job so far. But thanks to the internet, you know, if you know anything about Jehovah's Witnesses, you'll see that there's a flood of information from people all over the world. And this is one of the biggest cases thus far that happened in Australia.
Okay. Let me ask you this. How long have you been standing here and conversing with them?
Oh, I don't know, 10 minutes or so.
Do you think you've got your point across to them?
No, there's a lot to say.
Okay. Do you think maybe you can wrap it up and finish it so you
Well,
can go on your
I mean,
way
are you
and-
pressuring me to
and-
finish within a
No,
time
I'm
frame?
just telling you so we can go on our way and have better things
Well,
to do as opposed to stand
yeah,
here
you're
trying
free to
as opposed
go
to
as
stand
much
here
as
and
I am.
mediate you two groups trying to converse each other on your specific issues and topics.
Right, sir. So you know that this isn't my first interaction with the police, and
This
so
is-
this is.
isn't my first
let me
interaction with the public either.
Yes, and so let me tell you that you're the first one that is sort of saying that you need to mediate between us.
No, I don't want to stand here.
Well, you don't have to. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
I
I'm
know.
not a violent person.
I'm not
I'm
saying-
just
I'm not saying that
communicating.
you're- I'm just saying, do you think maybe if you've gotten your point across, maybe
No, I haven't.
You can kind of just wrap it up.
Yeah. So I
You get what I'm
answer.
saying?
Yes,
I mean,
but
there
I'm
comes-
not
there-
done.
There comes a point in time where it just.
Yes, I agree, but I just
gets a
got
little
here.
Too overwhelming for people. Them and you. So
Yeah.
Maybe wrap it up.
I'll wrap it up,
telling-
but I'm not wrapping it up
I'm
right
not
this
telling you to
moment.
wrap it up, but I'm saying, just kind of finish
Did I?
finish up your conversation and go on your
Okay.
way.
Well, that's my intentions.
Okay, cool.
Are you
So-
a student here?
No, not yet. Thinking about it.
Here, you can have this back.
Okay. So this is the Australian Royal Commission and Jehovah's Witnesses.
So what is your business here on campus?
Well, they're a cult, and I know I go
What is
to.
your official business here on campus? Are you
Well, I mean, there
classes,
doesn't
or
have to be an. I do this at other campuses as well. So
Okay.
let's get the facts straight. Doesn't have to be an
I'm just
official.
asking you a question, that's all.
Well, but I mean that's a misleading question.
No,
You're
it's not just a
implying
question, it's-
that I should have an official business here.
And so.
So yeah, so this is a free speech zone area.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm exchanging my ideas with them.
Okay.
They're not happy with it, but it's my right that I'm exercising.
Right.
Yeah. So no other official business other than to expose Jehovah's Witnesses
Okay.
to what's going on.
And that's it?
And that's it. Pretty
Okay.
simple, really.
So how much longer will you be conversing with them?
I don't know. Is 15-20 too long for you guys?
No, I'm just curious because it gets to a point to where
They're
feel like you're
wasting your
bothering-
resource, and they do this every single time I approach them.
Okay.
And nothing is done because I'm simply exercising my freedom of speech.
And you have every right to.
Exactly. And so, yeah, I don't want to waste your time. You don't have to be a mediator or whatever. So anyway, their mediator is actually Watchtower headquarters in New York.
Okay.
So it's actually God, Jesus, and the Watchtower. So if you say anything negative about their Watchtower organization, it's tantamount to speaking about God
Okay.
to them.
Can you just step wait over there for a
Can
second?
you wait over here, sir? Thank you.
So the Jehovah's Witnesses Watchtower haven't learned yet not to call the police on an opposer. When will you guys learn that we have the same right as you do when we're in the public? All right, let me read some comments here, you guys. The police need to be educated too. They'll leave. These cops don't understand or care. Is it true that you guys don't really understand or care about my issue? I mean, you guys are just here to make sure that it's peaceful,
it's not
right?
my concern about what your beliefs are.
Yeah, exactly. It's just basically keep the peace. Yeah. Okay.
Not my concern
Adrian.
about what your belief system is or,
Yeah.
or theirs.
Yeah. And that's how I feel about them too. It's the policy that's harmful that I talk about. Let's see. I have Adrian, laptop, Zeb, cell phone. What?
Okay, we're good.
You're good? All right. Thank you, sirs. All right. And by the way, I'm standing at an appropriate level, right? Obviously, if I want to have a conversation with them, I cannot be here. I can stand reasonably in front of the table.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. You're the one that's been doing this all these times.
I don't
So
want
you
them
tell
to
me
call you back.
What's an appropriate distance for a conversation?
Well, a cop told me once 24
That's-
inches.
You're dealing with a cop.
But-
That's different.
Well, I'm asking you though.
I don't know. Whatever. Ask them and see what makes them comfortable.
So anyway, that cop is being stupid. So, okay, I guess I'll wait until after he's done having a conversation here. So this guy, I'm guessing, might be an elder, which is great because I'll get to speak about a lot of things that these sisters are not aware of. Especially when it comes to judicial committee, you guys. So we have backups here. 3 police officers. Okay, let's see. He must not know about the Shepherd the Flock of God book. Dang, they got a whole table though. That's right, King. I've never seen him with a table like this, really. Zeb is live streaming too. What? Oh my god, I gotta end this and go watch Zeb. Sorry, you guys. JW, you need to know they're an embarrassment and that police can't fucking stand them. They're tattletale. Telltales to exaggerate. No, no, no. Oh wow, you guys don't want me to go? Zeb is on live. Come on, you guys. Oh, the police left, so that's good. But this person keeps talking, and I really want to address this. I'm gonna guess that this guy's an elder. Bob Smith can watch both. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. For some reason, I think this guy will extend the conversation as long as possible. So in the meantime, I will have to speak to these lovely sisters. So sisters, have you ever been in a judicial committee meeting? Let's see. Well, I really don't want to torn blame. Oh my God. Right, Stacy. Be like Jesus and overturn the table. That would be the fastest exit I've ever had if I were to do that. They're welcome to leave if they don't like to hear the truth. It's true. My goodness. Well, let's talk to these folks. Hey, are you guys familiar with the Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah, I'm just interested, but yeah.
You're terrible. How are they terrible? I mean, what do you know about them?
Not terribly. Not terribly.
Oh, not terribly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, real quick, I'm an activist against them because they protect and hide child pedophiles within their organization, and that's because they don't trust you, police, nobody. They're an insular group. So I've been personally affected by abuse within the organization. What they demand is having two witnesses, right? And so most of the time, an abuse doesn't happen with another witness. So when you go to their elders, a guy like him over there, and you say, hey, you know what, somebody abused my kid or whatever, or they're saying this or that, they ask, oh, is there another witness to what happened? And if they say no, leave it in Jehovah's hand, leave it in God's hand. And that's what they do, leave it in God's hand, leave it in God's hand. So it's called, their organization is called a pedophile's heaven, because nobody's ever reported to the police. And that's what this flyer talks about. Over 1,006 cases in Australia just recently. Not one of them was reported to the police. Not one.
Well, I don't think that's a failure of the organization, more a failure than the people themselves.
No. Well, what you have to have you guys studied psychology?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah. Are you familiar with the BITE model?
Bike model?
Yeah. Are you familiar with Stephen Hassan?
No.
No. So Stephen Hassan is I think he's a psychologist, right? So he was in a cult. So he helped people who have exited cults because he kind of have a unique perspective. So these people, the Jehovah's Witnesses, they meet the BITE model to a T. So what the BITE model is an acronym. What it stands for is the B is behavioral control. They control everything when it comes to behavior, like seriously. The I is for information control. Like you see the big jw.org. People who are Jehovah's Witnesses are told that all of the information they need that is true would come from that. Not to trust the media, not to trust anything else. The T stands for thought control, right? So even thinking something, even if you look at a girl and you say, oh, cute, whatever, they tell you, oh, if that's in your head and you pray to God, he won't listen to you. So that's thought control. The E in the BITE model stands for emotional control. So a lot of times, when you're in an organization like this that is a high control group, you don't know how to fully express your emotions. Like you have to almost be like a robot. You don't know how to express anger or whatever. Like I had that issue. I was born into this. My great-grand was a Jehovah's Witness. My parents are Jehovah's Witnesses. And they're shunning me because I left this religion. So whenever you see these people on your campus, man, they look like nice people and they will be nice to you because they want to draw you in. But run. Run.
That's pretty much the way with every cult religion.
Yes, but I know intimately about this particular cult because I'm born and raised into it. So just be aware, and for your friends, if you have friends who show interest, man, just let them know. All they have to do is Google Jehovah's Witnesses.
What was the name of the academic you were talking about? Something Hassan?
Oh, Stephen Hassan. Yeah.
And then what was today's altercation?
There was no altercation. So what they do is whenever they know that I'm a former member of their religion, they label me mentally diseased
Okay.
and an apostate. So they've labeled me these bad names So now they don't talk to me. But if I persist to try to educate them about something I found out about their church, they call the police on me right away. So if you go to my YouTube channel, which is Down with the Tower, you'll see a lot of other videos where I talk to the police and I educate them about this religion. And it's a very sinister religion because for people like you guys, the outsiders, they seem like just a normal Christian church. But trust me, they're the total opposite of being a Christian.
I grew up around Scientology, so I'm
Oh, okay.
familiar with the
Yes. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, okay. So yeah, very, very similar to Scientology.
Yeah.
It's a different level, yeah. But anyway, you guys. Oh, I have another one. I have another one. You want to take a picture?
As well, 'cause I'm also interested.
All right, you guys. I'll let you go, but
Okay, thank you.
no problem.
All right.
All right, let's look up my messages. Okay, you guys are all talking about your locations. So let's talk to this elder. Hello, elder. I would like to ask you about the Shepherd the Flock book. Oh, he's already squirming, you guys. And he won't be responsive, so I'll just have to go ahead and educate these sisters. So in page 72 of the Shepherd the Flock of God book, we have the two-witness rule, right, that prevents children from getting justice from their abusers. Why? Because they're required to have two witnesses. Jehovah requires two witnesses, otherwise nothing will be done. Never mind calling the cops because they are of the world, right? They are ruled by Satan. You cannot trust anybody other than the governing body, such as a JW.org. I'm trying to listen what they're saying. This one loves to videotape me for some reason. You haven't gotten enough footage yet? So listen, if you've never experienced a judicial committee with one of these elders, you're in for a treat. You know, I sat with them 4 times on the same issue, and these guys are anything but loving behind closed doors. That little back room that you guys have in each of your kingdom halls, boy, if walls had ears, I tell ya, these men are worse than the Pharisees and Sadducees. They have no compassion. They don't know how to deal with mental health issues, with trauma. But yet here they are judging the flock, expelling people for no good reason. I thought the cop was just coming around. Let's see, do you guys have anything for me to say? Because I can go on and on. Stacy, that's funny. That whole tent setup implies they've been doing this for a while. Yeah, and they're quite comfortable. So yeah, most of the Jehovah's Witnesses have mental health. Do you guys want to know the real truth about these lovely people?
I'm good right now, bro. I got clouds.
All right, just keep walking, man. That's good, because you don't want to know about these people. Very sinister. Yeah. So where am I? Let's see. JWs is a danger to the community. They push the crap onto vulnerable and grieving. Ask them who pays for the carts. Who pay for your carts? When you guys go preaching with your carts, do you guys have to pay for your own carts? Of course, these drones won't answer. GB, ask him what are appropriate questions to ask. Brother Elder. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of whispering going on.
I hate that. Yeah.
All right, you know what, you guys, I will make them squirm even more. So I'll start preaching out loud and embarrass them a little bit. The Jehovah's Witnesses protect child pedophiles because of their two-witness rule. This one said absolutely a lie. Jehovah's Witnesses are known worldwide for protecting pedophiles. They do not They are anti-higher education, so it behooves me that they're here on campus, you guys. Plus, they protect pedophiles in their church. The Jehovah's Witnesses are anti-higher education. Do not allow them to sit here on your campus. The Jehovah's Witnesses are anti-education. Do not allow them to sit here. They're trying to draw students in and have a long life of worshiping the watchtower. The Jehovah's Witnesses are higher education, you guys. They're a cult. That's right. Avoid them. This is for you. So, Elder, why don't you tell these lovely folks about what happens in a judicial committee meeting? How you guys ask us how many fingers we use, how deep we were. Did she enjoy it? Did she orgasm? Isn't that nice, Brother Elder? Do these lovely sisters know the type of questions you ask? They don't have a clue. That's why when I find elders like you guys get the brunt of my wrath. But lucky for you, I'm on campus today. So I'll keep it rather tame. But I need you, Elder, to show page 72 of your Shepherd the Flock book to these lovely sisters. What is it that you have to hide? I thought your organization was transparent, but apparently not so much, right? The Jehovah's Witnesses are anti-higher education, and they're in a cult. So the Jehovah's Witnesses are distracted by someone who is trying to protect them. So yeah, Elder, why don't you tell them about your dirty little secrets, huh? Tell them what happens in the boys' club, right? You have the boys' club up at Warwick, the 7 old men, and all the elders, right? All the elders, it's a boys' club. You love your little power. That's why it's so hard to let go of it, right? Uh-oh, looks like I see some activities here, you guys. Could it be that they're packing up? Tell them why women can't touch your secret book. My audience want to know why women are not allowed to touch your secret book, the Shepherd the Flock of God book. Why is it so secretive? I mean, did Jesus have any secret books that he kept from the females? You know, you females, I feel so sorry for you. You guys are treated like second-class citizen within this organization. Second-class citizen. But yet you guys just eat it up. All right, anything else you guys want me to talk about? They truly believe that God won't allow them in their allow that in the organization. Oh, hey.
Hey, what's up? Is everything cool here?
Yeah.
You're not messing with these guys, are you?
I'm not.
Okay. Just wondering.
You're wondering?
Yeah.
So, Brother Elder, would you please share with us what happens in a judicial committee meeting? The sisters and this gentleman deserve to know. And I bet they've been Jehovah's Witnesses for decades. And so much secrets are kept from them because they're females. Just because they're females, dude. This organization is so sinister and wicked. I know, I was born into it. Stayed for 35 years.
You guys drop it and go. Go. You guys, this is already harassing. Go, I'm
What do you-
calling campus police right now.
Go for it.
You have 5 seconds. Go, I swear to God. I will
He started it.
What? No, wait, I just got here and I just want to make sure that everything's okay. I'm
Be
not.
okay. I just don't like what I'm seeing right now. So can you
What are you
please
seeing
go?
right now?
Okay, this kind of looks like you're
Whatever you
harassing them.
think,
Really?
whatever you
Well,
think,
Just a little bit. They
If-
don't
if
seem to be
I-
enjoying it very
Why do you
much.
have
Oh,
your
of
phone
course they're
right
not
now?
enjoying. Look at his
First
face.
of all, you know you
It's a
can't
little bit.
record someone without their permission?
Really?
Yeah, and you're recording me
For a
right
student,
now?
you really should educate yourself.
Put away your phone. Buddy, trust me. I work for the public. I know how it
You
works.
work for the public, and you don't know that when you're in the public,
Doesn't
that you can
matter. I don't
videotape
want
whoever
to
you
be
want.
recorded. Put your phone away.
You step into my frame of view.
I'm seeing what's going on. I don't like it. It's offending
Well,
me. So
Okay,
I'm
then you
calling
shouldn't talk to
asking
me
you
because I'm not leaving. So I would suggest you call security.
Well, okay, hold on. Wait.
Oh my
let's-
goodness.
Let's try to de-escalate this a little bit. Okay.
You guys
I'm
are
not-
distracting from what my message
I'm not
is.
trying to distract from your point. It's just it doesn't feel like they seem
Call
to be
security.
appreciating the point that you're trying
Of
to make.
course
I don't feel like
not.
This is very conducive to a rational debate. Even if you want to have that, I totally.
They don't
respect that.
debate. They don't debate. They shut you down if you're part of the church, and they
I feel
try
like
to
you're
shut you
making
down.
Some just judgments. I don't know if you know these people personally or if you've encountered them before. I feel like
Let me ask you this: are you an activist toward anything in your life?
towards anything in my life.
Anything?
Yeah,
What? What are you passionate about?
helping people.
But in what way? It's so broad.
It is pretty broad. I don't know. I'm a philosophy major. I try to. I mean,
Philosophy?
helping people who are in socioeconomic disparity is something I care about.
Yeah, that's
from a
cool.
low-income background. So people. I understand that you're.
So you have a
idealistic and
passion
you're
for that?
Yes, and I respect that you're passionate too. I just
Right.
feel like if you want to engage in some kind of spirited debate about this,
They don't
sounds like
allow
you're-
debates.
I
Do you
guess
understand that
what I'm
much?
saying is it might be more conducive if you seek someone who is interested in offering you a debate.
Who might
in
that
this
be?
subject.
Who might that be?
I don't know. I can't find that person for you. I'm just saying. I feel like.
Well,
this has gotten a
I
little
can,
bit tense.
and you're
I'm
looking
trying-
at them. You're looking at them.
Yeah, and I have empathy for these people if I don't necessarily agree with their beliefs.
I
and
do
that's why
too.
I'm trying to help.
You're
with
trying
the
to help.
situation. Yes, I am.
You know, what would be really helpful if you were to Google Jehovah's Witnesses and learn just a little bit about them.
Okay.
And then if we were to have this conversation, we can actually have an educated talk.
That's fair. You've got me a little bit at a disadvantage because I'm not informed
Yeah,
about the
so,
subject.
yeah.
But I feel like maybe, I don't know, this feels a little bit like harassment, although I'm not necessarily accusing you of that. I just feel like these people.
You know what? Even if it is harassment, the cops, 3 of them were here earlier before you got here. I have them on tape. And they walked away because this is a free speech zone. I'm exercising my right to counter
And I
protest.
respect your right to free speech. It's just.
But yet you're here
I-
trying to get me to be nicer
I'm
to
not-
these lovely people or something.
I don't feel like that's an assault on your rights. I'm not saying that you legally have to be nice to these people. I'm just trying to make an appeal to your humanity.
You should
a
appeal
little
to
bit.
them because they protect child pedophilia.
I'm not condoning child pedophilia, sir.
But you should, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should reach out to them and ask them. Ask him, what's his policy?
All right. Well,
I know
have
what
to-
it
I have
is.
to go print out a research paper now. I was trying to help a little bit.
I
Maybe
understand.
we all
Thanks
have a
for
little
your
bit more empathy
concern.
in this situation.
Trust me. Trust me. I'm a third generational, okay, born into this. My parents are shunning me because they're Jehovah's Witnesses like
I'm
them.
sorry for that.
There's a lot of stuff that you don't know about them. So educate yourself a little bit, you know, whether it's an ex-Jehovah's Witness or an ex-Scientologist or an ex-Muslim. If you're going to try to have a talk with them, an educated discussion with them, it's on you to learn a little bit about what's going on, right? And try to get both sides of it, not just these lovely looking people sitting here.
I am trying. That's why
Right,
I
but-
respect every point that you're trying to make. It's just if they're not going to try to meet you with any conversation, what's the point in standing here and just kind of talking at them?
I show the world how they treat former members, okay? Because you're not allowed in their kingdom halls, which is their church, to ask questions. Nor are you allowed to ask questions when you're not in the kingdom hall. If you call their headquarters in New York, they will say, write a letter, and you hardly ever get a response back. So they're good at shutting you off. So this is my outlet. See what I mean? Right? So there's a lot for you to learn. And thanks for coming over, but I have a lot more to say to these people.
Good luck.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Have a good one.
You too.
Goodbye.
Okay, let's see what we're saying here.
Thank you.
JW Suicide. He's a 70s who burned his bra. I'm Worley. Wait a minute. I'm Worley's on here. He should be shooting a video. This is crazy. Is this guy allowed to vote? What? Tell him about stocks guarantee. Ask him why in France the Kingdom Hall sign says witness the cult of Jehovah.
Do you go to school here?
Tell him he's on
Do you go
YouTube.
to school here?
Adrian is winning.
Do you have a class you should be at right now?
I thought you were calling the security.
I am. They're on the phone with me right now.
Okay, so they would be coming over?
They are coming.
So I don't answer your questions. So. Okay, where were we?
Oh, if it's gonna be me blocking them, I would have that done.
Do you understand that they protect child molesters in their organization?
Catholic priests protect them. Everybody does. Your father's probably protecting one.
Yeah,
of them.
people have a
No.
policy that protects
I don't
child
care about
molesters.
that. I really don't care about that.
Well, if you don't care about
What
it,
have
you
they
shouldn't be
done
talking
you
to
is
me.
my question. What have they done to you? Nothing.
If you don't care about my
Okay,
issue,
put
then
your
you
phone
shouldn't
down.
be
Put your
talking to
phone
me.
down.
Wow, we have a really feisty one here, you guys.
Surprise.
So, Brother Elder, let's go back to the Judicial Committee. You know, why don't you tell these sisters how you ask detailed sexual questions to little girls and little boys. Are you embarrassed? Huh? You guys are all looking away. You don't believe this happens, right? It happened to me, and it happened to thousands of people on YouTube or other websites if you care to look, right? These dirty old men get a high off of asking detailed sexual questions in these judicial committee. It's not good enough to tell them that yes, we kissed, yes, we messed around, right? They want to know how far we've gone with it. Right, Brother Elder? You have a lot of experience with this. Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Huh? Right? My elder wanted to know how many fingers and if she orgasmed now. You know? All of your lies that you guys were able to bury over the past few decades, it's out in the open. Your elder's book is online. It's been right here. I'll leave this for you. Whoa, look at that. He just flew the flyer. You're littering. I can actually report you for littering. He just threw the flyer all the way over there, you guys. Wow. Hey, this guy just littered your campus. Look, he threw the flyer over there. I mean, are you working on having a paradise earth? And that's how you're going to treat the paradise earth?
Don't give you anything. Don't put anything on our table.
Well, I asked you if you wanted it. Wow, he's getting a little testy. So guys, can you imagine what it's like to be behind closed doors with this elder? Can you guys imagine being locked up with two other elders in a room and them interrogating you for a so-called sin? Okay, I'm hoping that the police comes back because I can show you that, you know, it's recorded. Oh, hey, it looks like they're leaving. Woohoo! I hope you guys don't come back. Because now that I know where you guys come, you guys are in for quite a time. I'll make your preaching activity really, really nice. Bye, J-Dums. Please don't come back. You should pick up that flyer that you just threw in the... Oh, there he goes. Good job. Oh, he's gonna go put it in the trash. He's tearing it up. Oh my God, he's tearing up the apostate literature. Oh, that's not good. GB for Gigi paid hard money for that. Yeah, they consider people mentally diseased that leave their organization.
You're just so bored out of your life right now, dude.
All right, so we have an empty cart over here, but they're sort of like holding off. They don't want to leave. Should I leave some more flyers on their table? Brother Elder, why are you running away? That's not a good example for the sisters. Come on, you're a tough guy. I mean, he looks really tough and mean, you guys. I would hate to be in a... Oh, they're packing up. All right, I'm keeping my streak alive. This is nice. I'm gonna wait until they're actually physically gone. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. He's aggressive. Yes, I am. Yes, leave flyers at their table, but they're packing up. I bet, yeah, he punches you. Yes, he probably would. Yes, he is pissed. Pack up your cult shit. That's right. This is the best part of it all, you guys. This is why I do what I do. Tell them you can pass out their books. Oh no.
How are you?
They have sympathizers, you guys. Sympathizers. But I'm guessing she must be a JW. No normal person would ever come and hug a Jehovah's Witness.
You want anything? I know.
Let's see. Say shoo-hoo.
Thank you.
Clean it up. I'm sorry I spoiled your party, Elder. I'm sorry I broke it up for you guys. You know, somebody have to do it. Watchtower headquarters will look at this video and say, man, this elder's a wimp. He just looked tough. As he walked away, he was mumbling something to himself. Wow, look how perfectly they're folding their tablecloth, you guys. It's like they're folding the American flag. It's beautiful.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Brandon.
And here comes Mr. Sergeant, the police, JW Police. I know you're a Jehovah's Witness, right?
I'm Jehovah's Witness too.
Yes, you are. I mean, only another Jehovah's Witness will actually come and give them a hug.
Are you
I used to
sure?
be one for 30.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But they are not a lot.
Yeah, just a little.
I'm born in Christian.
You're a Christian.
Family,
Yeah.
but when
But they're not Christian. They're really not Christian. If you study the Bible enough, you'll know they're not Christian because the Bible says that Jesus says he is the way, the truth, and the light. But they allow the society, the governing body, the 7 men, to really rule with an iron fist because they set policies and everything worldwide.
But you see, when the Jesus crying, crying, someone is in the sky.
Yeah.
But some there in John 10, the people coming and want to with a stone told the Jesus. Jesus say, "What do you want to kill me from the stone?" And the people said, "Because you are the woman, and you tell that you are the son of the God,
Right.
not the God."
Right.
And he told the people, before me coming another and told me I am the I can't speak English. My English is bad, but told you I'm the I am the son of the God. What do you do not to hit me?
Yeah.
Never he told me I am the God.
No, yeah, I agree.
Never.
I agree. I agree. I don't have any real problem with their doctrine, but I mean, I do, but I don't. I have bigger issues, really, that they don't tell you about. How long did you say you've been a Jehovah's
But
Witness?
Just one question I have
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
What's their question?
If the Adam and Eve don't going to be seen, you never know the Jesus. Never.
Okay.
She doesn't come here.
Right.
She just come in earth
Yeah.
for to pick up Adam and Eve sin.
Right.
If the Adam and Eve in the first created from Jehovah, we are don't sin. They didn't sin. We are living in the earth together and forever in paradise.
Uh-oh. She's,
Okay, sorry. But when they are seeing the Jehovah thinking, what can I do? Okay, Eve and Adam doing sin.
Yeah.
What about another animals they do? And their Jehovah was very kindness
Yeah.
and thinking it will be going to
Yeah,
heal
Jehovah
her.
is kind, but not this religion. They're not kind. They're not kind to kids who are abused by pedophile elders. Have you heard about the 2 witness rule? A little child is required to have 2 people, 2 witnesses, before the elders will do anything about it. Usually there aren't any witnesses, so they say leave it in Jehovah's hands.
No, I think that like this, I believe
Mm-hmm.
that God never can you see it because Moses want to see the God and tell the God, please, I wanted to see you. And Jehovah tell him, nobody human can see me. If the human can see me, he will be died.
Right. Yeah.
But everybody seen the Jesus. Jesus is the son of the
So
God.
you think the organization is like Jesus and God? Because
No,
I was
they-
talking
no,
about
no,
the
no, no.
organization, not about God or
No,
Jesus.
the organization told that Jesus is the son,
Yeah.
and we are the following in Jesus
Yeah. That's
because he following his father.
Right.
And she tell, if you see me, you see me father, because their goal was same,
Mm-hmm.
not the face. The goal was same. If you and your father, the goal is same. Goal, yes.
Yeah.
If you see your father, and going to the job, yes. You see the manager.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see you.
They're having a meeting over there with the police.
I see you. I want to tell the manager. You told me if you see me, you see the manager because me and manager is the same. I'm gonna go to my boss. Boss told me.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't really care to have that much discussion about the Bible. Because
you need?
it's fine that it's fine. What you believe, it's okay. But what I'm letting you know.
Do you learning Bible? Do you
Yeah,
learning?
yeah. Yeah. Oh, am I studying it now?
Study with yourself.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many times you see the Jehovah's name?
My goodness, this is a whole other conversation that I don't want to have. I mean, do you know the history of the word Jehovah? Do you know where that name
Jehovah
came
wants
from?
to you, not me. You know him.
I really
But I
don't.
did for 7,000 times, not 1, 2. You want?
That's
you,
a tetragrammaton.
My name is Carmen. 1, 2, 3,000.
But that's not
times.
Jehovah. That's a tetragrammaton.
No. She wants to.
But anyway,
know
I don't
him.
want to have this discussion. I'm sorry. I don't care for this discussion. What I care
Okay.
about is exposing their religion and the policies, the harmful policies they have.
Every person has her idea, his idea. Okay, I responded from you.
Yeah.
Sister,
Yeah.
this is a disfellowshipped person.
No, she
Yes.
wants to know.
Yes, he
You
is.
want to
See, she's a lot
Yes.
kinder.
Hi.
Oh,
Talk
yes.
to you.
Yes.
Hi, how's it going today?
Good, good.
The reason why we got called out, the second time I guess we talked to you, I wasn't here the first time.
Yeah.
Second time we talked to you, these ladies were just concerned on the language that you were using.
What ladies? Those?
Yeah, in regards to, you were saying something about climaxing, orgasming, asking the gentleman personal questions regarding whether he climaxed or orgasms.
He's an elder, so he's considered like a priest.
Okay.
And this is how they handle their judicial committee, which is like a little internal court system.
Okay.
Yeah, so those sisters are the females are considered second-class citizens. So they're not aware of a lot of stuff that a person like me who was born into this would know.
Okay.
So I educate them. And of course, he doesn't want me to educate them.
Okay.
So, that's where the problem comes in.
Okay. Yeah, the only problem they had was just you were trying to put your brochure on their table or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I asked the gentleman, I asked him if he wanted to read this, and
Okay.
I think I gave you one, right?
No, you didn't give me anything.
No? You want one?
No, thank you.
Okay. So this is what I was handing it to him.
Uh-huh.
And I set it on a table. That's all, just the one. And then he took it and he flew it
Okay.
away.
Okay.
I have it all
Yeah,
documented.
no worries. No, and we're not here. No one's in trouble. We're just trying to set this aside because you
But
have
are
your
you campus police?
Yes, we are.
So you guys need to know that this is a cult. And I know you don't take
Well,
sides,
that's
trust me.
that's the thing
but
is we can't.
They're anti.
Doesn't
They're
weigh anything in.
well.
in
This
regards
is
to
what
right now.
this is what should weigh something. They're anti-education. Okay, I wasn't allowed to go to college, but yet here they
It has
are.
nothing to do with this topic.
But
at
here
hand
they
right now.
are
No, I understand.
on your
Nothing to do with
campus.
No, because and that's where, like I was explaining to the females too, is freedom of speech. You
Exactly.
You have it, and they have it too.
I use reverse psychology in you, and that's exactly what I wanted you to say.
Okay.
Okay. So the same protections that they have, I have.
Yeah, and that's why we're just
That's
talking
just
with you.
the law, it's not
Well,
reverse
I was just saying
psychology.
because with the terminology.
I wanted him to say it.
Well, I was going to say regardless you wanted to make me or not. That's what this
That's
comes
just
down
what
to
it
is a
is.
freedom of speech area.
And what I know from interacting with the police is that, I would expect this person to be the one talking to me because
Why
he
is
was
that?
here
okay.
initially. But instead, he'll have you to ask me basically everything the other guy already asked, which to me is sort of like,
Why do I need to?
well,
the
because
rea-
you
no,
heard
the
everything
reason
that
why-
I've
the
talked
reason why I'm
about.
talking to you is because I got dispatched as the handling unit, and he's my assisting unit now.
You're always the assistant, I get it.
Actually, no, I was the handling unit on the last call.
police, he
So-
take my picture. Is okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
a free. He can take our picture right now. He can record us as we're
See
recording.
that?
it's-
We're not in
it's-
Iran now. Come on.
Yeah. And,
We're in America.
yeah, he's recording us. We're recording
Yeah, he has
him.
every right
It goes
to.
He's
back.
recording me too. I mean, and you look. You see the camera?
Good day together.
Thank you.
I'm recording
Yeah.
him too.
No,
so.
the only thing is if I wanted to let you know if you wanted to hand out pamphlets or anything on campus, you just got to set it up with the student
Yeah.
services.
Oh, okay. Like, yeah.
Just like,
no,
like
it's
them,
just for them.
Yeah, they just go through the student outreach services and the student services on campus just for your
Just to
knowledge.
be okay.
Yeah,
to
they
be able to set
they
up
sign
here.
up with the campus in order to hand stuff out. You have to sign up with the campus. That goes for everybody.
Okay, so if I'm not handing out anything and I just want to speak my mind,
Yeah,
I'm free to do
you're,
that.
you're talking. They're talking. As long as you're not trying to incite a fight or use any sexually explicit language towards people,
Right.
then that's fine.
Okay.
That's why I was asking them when you were asking about climaxing, orgasming, all those sexual.
That was my
hold on.
experience.
Yeah, as long as you were using those to incite conversation regarding their religion, asking questions about it in regards to these topics, that's different than if you were saying you wanted to do that to them. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. So.
Plus everything is documented. This is
Okay.
I do this all over the city.
No, that's
Okay.
cool. You have every right to.
Yeah.
And
No
We're
worries.
not like he said, we're not here
Yeah,
to
we-
tell you what you can and can't do unless
Yeah.
you're going to disrupt the orderly operation of the campus.
of course.
And you're not doing that. You're
Inciting
not
a
being-
fight, handing
Not
out
being
pamphlets
loud.
without.
Look at me, man. I can't even defend myself if I wanted to.
No, you're good, man. Yeah, we just want to come down just because they called.
Try to make sure everything is.
I appreciate that.
we
Yeah.
have to sort everything out and explain to both sides that both sides have freedom of speech. This is a freedom of speech area, public campus. Anyone can walk on and talk about what they want as long as they're not being loud, rowdy, or trying to start a fight.
Yeah, and I think really what complicated things was a couple of students that walked by heard me talking to them, and
Took things out of context.
perhaps it's
It
documented as well.
happens, I mean-
and so they kind of got into the mix, and then the girl, I don't see her, she kind of got excited about it, and
Okay.
she was protecting.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
are you
it happens,
do you go to school here?
No, not yet.
Oh,
I'm on my way. Anyway, because they've packed up, which is good.
Or were you trying to register today, or?
No, not today.
Oh, okay.
No,
You just follow these guys specifically around, or how'd you know they were here?
they are at every campus,
Oh,
everywhere.
is this your first time on campus here, and you just happen to bump into them?
Yeah,
or
and I'll probably come back more often, although it's not that close to where I live.
Where do you live?
Oh, it's none of your business, but
No, I was just wondering. I mean, you just put it out there. I
I'm
was
live
just wondering.
streaming, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to put that out, then that's fine.
I'm live streaming.
Okay. Alrighty. Did you have any questions for us today?
Do I have any questions? Let me see. Is it okay if I ask my audience? Do you guys have any questions for the officer?
Well, I'll answer yours, not the.
Oh.
Your questions. 'cause I'm
Okay,
talking
they'll
about
answer.
what
Care less about what they want.
Quick, you guys. Okay, let's see. Do I have any questions? No, man. I talked to you guys just
Okay.
yesterday. I talked to some
Okay.
police officers.
Alrighty.
So
Well, have a good day,
I'm,
man.
I'm good.
Okay. Have a
Thank
good day.
you. All right. All right, you guys. Sorry, I didn't. If you guys asked me to ask any questions, I didn't catch it. So sorry about that. Let's see. Do they get calls about pedos from Watchtower? Darn, that would have been a good one. Guitar. But actually, though, I think these guys are campus police, so they more than likely don't. Tell them thanks for being nice. Thank you guys for being so professional.
You're welcome. Have a good day, man.
You too. Thanks for reminding me, Randy. They were rude. Are they cool that they are bird food at Armageddon? Why aren't they interested? Where do they live? I know, right? That was kind of rude. They're asking me where I live. Like, what the hell? Adrian, you did great. Thanks. Why? When is it harassment? Oh, yeah, that's always a question. Memmy? Well done. You excited the woman, they might wake up. We'll see. Well done, you rock. Thank you, King. JW Guardians, just don't follow the JW after they leave. Yes, I'm fully aware. Cheryl, post the name of the college so we can call Flood. It's the Glendale Community College. Where did that loudmouth millennial go? Did they confront the elder for littering? Well, he picked it up and he tore it up and put it in the trash. So, stocks and bonds, they won't answer that. Ask her about Jesus, about what Jesus said, about what should happen to anyone who stumbles a child. Matthew 18:6, one of my favorite scripture. She didn't want to stay to see what the campus police would say. Good job, thank you, guitar. I hate when they start questioning your business on campus. That's right. Stacy, where did the little Belinsky go? So the police are still sort of hanging out over here. But as you guys can see, I cleaned house today, so I'm so happy about that, because for a while there, I really didn't think that they would budge. But I think they got super uncomfortable once I start talking to the students. Then they started to get really, really, really nervous. So anyway, I'm gonna head out. I don't think they'll be back today. Doesn't look like it, because as you can see, there goes the elder. He'll probably come back for this canopy, unless the canopy belongs to the school. It probably does. All right, so with that, another campus have been cleaned. And again, I urge everyone who is able to do something like this in your area, please, please do it. Nothing to be afraid of. I mean, this is so wrong what they're doing, right? They tell us as kids growing up in this organization, you know, to stay focused on kingdom interest first, you know, and that the education is fleeting. is it fleeting or fleecing, whatever. You know, so, and then here they are. So many years later, they're a fixture in all of the campuses. It sucks. I hate to see them sitting around trying to suck students in. So anyway, you guys, lovely campus. So I am saying my goodbye. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, adios.